We made it to another Friday, and I think I'm going to start calling Fridays Flashback Friday because what I want to do is go through the clips that I posted on X, on YouTube, and all the other social media fun stuff and talk about them, expand on them. I also want to hear what you want to say. So let's get into it. But before we begin, here's the intro. Welcome to Revealing the Narc. Join me as I highlight narcissistic traits in celebrities and public figures. Everything here is in my opinion and not professional advice. If you enjoy the analysis, please like and subscribe. Okay, everyone, we don't have time to waste. We need to get right into this. The first clip I'm going to show you is from the Lion King premiere in July of 2019. So at this point, we're 6 months before Megxit happened. And all of us have heard about how Harry pitched Meghan to Bob Iger, who was the CEO at Disney at the time. He basically told Bob Iger that Meghan was available for voiceover work. But what I didn't realize is that they also pitched to Jon Favreau and Harry pitched himself too. I had never heard of this. So I was actually analyzing these clips and I enhanced the audio, and that's when I heard it. So let's watch that clip.
Next time, if anyone needs any extra voicing.
We can make that's really why we're here. It's the pitch. That's really why we're here. It's the pitch.
Just not Scott. That's just not Scott. That's
How awkward. Like, unbelievable. Even Beyonce is like, what in the world is happening here? Just look at Beyonce's face. Like, I can't believe I'm watching this. I can't believe I'm watching this. I actually go super in depth about this clip, especially this part about Harry saying just not Scar and how similar he actually is to Scar in a video I did this week. So I'm going to drop that video's link in the description in case you want to know about it or if you want to find out more. I also this week got a subscription to the Daily Mail, so it makes it so much easier for me to search for articles and look for things. So, of course, I had to search for Meghan Markle and Lion King premiere. So, let me show you what I found. The article it was published in March 25 of this year, for a little bit less than a month ago, and it is titled How Elton John Became a Close Friend of the Royal Family, from Jiving with the Late Queen to Becoming Part of Meghan and Harry's Inner Circle. I'm going to go straight to the part where it talks about Harry and Meghan. And I'm going to start with this line. It says, after the death of Diana, Elton went on to form a close bond with her sons, attending both Prince William and Prince Harry's weddings. At Harry and Meghan's wedding reception in 2018, Elton entertained guests with 4 songs, later praising them as a great audience. Now, you guys, I could not believe what I just read. So let's read the next thing. Royal biographer Tina Brown wrote in her book, The Palace Papers, that Elton may have also been responsible for Meghan and Harry's $100 million contract with Netflix. Brown wrote that Elton's husband, David Furnish, had introduced Meghan to his connections at Netflix to discuss an animated series, and the prospects broadened from there. Unfortunately, Netflix canceled Meghan's show Pearl, which David was slated to produce, in a move to cut costs in May 2022. Throughout the years, Elton has reportedly made an effort to speak to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex every day and is very protective of them both. So I'm curious to know, had any of you heard that? I had no idea that Elton John may have been the connection. Please, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about all that. Let's go to the next clip. The next clip is the one where Meghan is wearing the infamous red dress. This was at the 2021 Salute to Freedom Gala at the Intrepid Museum in New York. And let's just watch that video.
very nice. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to it?
So you can see there. So as you can see, Meghan is talking to someone in front of her. The gentleman in the back says, nice to meet you, to Harry. Harry turns around to speak to him. Meghan says, shall we? And Harry says, are you excited? Meghan fake laughs and tries to pull him back. And of course, I wanted to see if I could find any other interesting articles about this, and I found this one. The title is The Duchess and Duke of Sussex. Meghan pulls rank to have her royal title appear before husband Harry's at New York Veterans Day Gala. I'm going to skip forward a little bit. It says, but keen observers noticed that as the couple were welcomed to the stage where Army veteran Prince Harry was due to present Intrepid Valor medals, the television prompt listed the Duchess of Sussex first before his title. The detail was questioned by viewers who characterized it as odd given that it was a Veterans Day event and Prince Harry was there because of his military background and to award fellow veterans with bravery awards. I know so many of you are going to comment about Prince Harry and his military experience. I just find it so hilarious that Meghan's name is first. I mean, at the same time, it's like, why would we be even surprised about that? She always walks first. She always jumps in front of him first. It's not a surprise at all. A little bit lower in the article, it says, analyzing footage of the event in New York, body language expert Dr. Lillian Glass told the Express that Meghan was guiding Prince Harry on the red carpet. Dr. Glass added, Meghan is in her element. She is in total control as she, in essence, is the leader of the two leading Harry. Bravo. She is definitely the leader between the two of them. And I think if you read this, Dr. Glass is trying to say it in a very nice way. Like she thinks, oh, Meghan is in her element. That's how she is. But we all know how controlling Meghan is. And it's more than just being a leader. Let's go to the next one. This one is from Harry and Meghan's 2019 visit to South Africa. And what you can see is Harry is talking to that blonde lady and Meghan is conversing with another lady. And it's just so rude. Meghan's over that conversation. She turns to Harry and she effectively blocks out that other person. It's so rude. Meghan has done this multiple times before. And I mean, she just wanted to shut that other person out, it seems. Let me know what you think. Drop it in the comments. So, of course, let's look at an accompanying article that came out around that time. This article is titled Meghan Markle removes her 140,000 pound, diamond engagement ring for the second day running after making the decision to keep Africa tour low key. And I want to look at that fourth bullet point. It says, yesterday opted for 2 simple gold rings for township visit to Nyanga Township. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong. And actually, let's look at the bullet point right above that. It says, opted for single gold wedding band and a 200-pound turquoise Jennifer Meyer ring. And here's an image of that ring. It looks really beautiful. And the caption here says that the brand is actually ran by the ex-wife of Spider-Man star Tobey Maguire. Who knew? I wonder if there's a WME connection here. If any of you, well, I mean, at this point, I don't know. Meghan wasn't with WME. She was in secret, maybe with Sunshine Sacks. But yeah, let me know if you guys know any secret connections between Jennifer Meyer and Meghan. So I did a little research about this. I was wondering if this was the time maybe that Meghan was redesigning her ring. And according to my research, there was a 2019 redesign, and this was when Meghan replaced the original yellow gold band with a thinner micro pave band. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. This change was reportedly initiated by Prince Harry and executed by jeweler Lauren Schwartz. But the new ring was debuted in June of 2019 at Trooping the Color. So this visit here in September 2019, this is after the redesign of the ring. So I don't believe that she's not wearing the ring because it's being revamped. And according to my research, I found that there was a 2022 update and potentially a 2025 update. So why would she choose to wear this piece? It turns out that Jennifer Meyer is allegedly a Hollywood inner circle favorite. This replacement ring wasn't just simpler, it's sellable. We know that Meghan has had times where she spotlighted specific brands during public appearances often sparking speculation about merging or using her visibility to boost brands she's connected to. And I'm pretty sure that's why she did this, in my opinion. And I wonder, like, how would this work? So it could be that there are under the radar brand partnerships where Megan may receive direct payments, but it would be through business managers, holding companies, or LLCs to avoid public scrutiny. There could also maybe be affiliate revenue or commission, so the company can see how much of a spike in sales they got, and celebrity influencers could receive back end payments. And the interesting thing here is that by showing other companies or the world that she has the ability to sell out a product just by wearing it, it makes her more valuable to other companies. So it might make her seem more valuable to Netflix or book publishers or brand deals. Now, is this information that she would share with us? Absolutely not, because royals and even ex royals, I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, aren't supposed to take money for wearing products. So if this is happening, it's almost certainly through shell companies, trusts, or informal engagements. Okay, guys, let's fast forward now to 2022. This is the Platinum Jubilee. I posted 2 videos about this earlier this week. One of them has gone, it's my highest viewed video ever. I will link that in the description as well. I'll link both of them. So if you haven't seen them, go take a look. So let's watch it. See, he's fidgeting with his tie. Totally, he seems really preoccupied with it. Megan is, you know, looking approvingly, allegedly. I don't know. And as they're walking out of the Platinum Jubilee, you'll see that he's preoccupied again with how his tie and his vest are sitting. So, when I posted the first Platinum Jubilee video, a lot of you let me know that the gentleman sitting behind Harry and Meghan is one of the most trusted people in the royal family. His name is Lieutenant Colonel Johnny Thompson. And you've also told me that the lady next to Johnny Thompson is someone that's really trusted in MI5, I believe. Sorry that if I get that wrong. But just so you know that these two were positioned where they were seated strategically. There's a reason. And again, I had to look on Daily Mail to see if I could find any articles, and you won't believe what I found. Oh my goodness, you guys. This was published on May 9, 2022. This is about a month before the Platinum Jubilee. And the article is titled Prince William Fears Harry Will Use Conversations They Have During the Platinum Jubilee Weekend as Material for His Netflix Shows, sources say. Well, Prince William, you were pretty right on, because I'm pretty sure that was a mic, allegedly, and in my opinion, that was hidden in Harry's coat or vest or whatever. And I believe Meghan also had one under her collar. You can see the clips of those in the 2 YouTube videos that I mentioned earlier. Let's start reading this article. It says Prince William is worried that conversations he has with Prince Harry during Jubilee celebrations may be used in his Netflix documentaries, sources have said. The Duke of Cambridge, 40, is wary about his brother's decision to join the weekend celebrations with wife Meghan, 40, and their children Alfie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And Betty, sources said. The article says the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who are no longer working royals, will not be allowed to join the Queen on Buckingham Palace's balcony for Trooping the Colour on Thursday, June 2nd. They will, however, be allowed to some of the weekend's events. William wants to talk to Harry to try to heal the rift between them, but he's fearful it will find its way onto Netflix, Oprah, or into Harry's upcoming book, a source told The Sun. The brothers last saw each other in July for the unveiling of a Kensington Palace statue in memory of their mother, Princess Diana. The article then also says palace aides are also said to be concerned that attention surrounding a Netflix film crew following Harry and Meghan as part of their multi-million-dollar deal with the streaming giant could detract from Jubilee proceedings. Aides are reportedly planning to prevent the Netflix crew filming inside the palace for any Jubilee events. They do not want the celebrations to be exploited by the production team after the couple signed the deal in September 2020. It is understood that courtiers have said Netflix cameras will not be allowed in royal properties, including Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle. However, the film crew could mix with crowds and shadow the couple while they are in VIP areas at public events for the Jubilee. The enemy is much closer than you think. It was hidden in their pockets the whole time. In my opinion, I don't think that they were recording the events and they were planning on publishing it just like that or releasing it just like that. What I think they were doing is documenting what was said in case they forgot what happened, and also maybe using it as, an ace in their back pocket, or whatever the saying is, that perhaps if they did find something that could be taken out of context or be phrased in a negative way, they would be able to use it. I mean, I don't put anything past these two. Okay, guys, let's go to the last Harry and Meghan clip I have. This is at the Santa Bali Polo tournament in April of 2024. We all know which one this is. This is where Meghan was incredibly rude to Dr. Sophie. But in this clip, I'm just going to show it to you, and you guys tell me what you see. I'm not going to say it, but I'm definitely thinking it. And yeah, I'm curious to know if you see it too. Okay, everyone, I'm going to close out this video with a couple of clips about Hillary and Alec Baldwin. Now, I know so many of you are not interested, and I can tell that just by the number of views I'm getting on these videos. It's just so important to cover because this is a whole new dynamic that we can learn so much from. I'm not a fan of theirs at all. And Hillary's behavior is absolutely shocking to me. So, the first clip I'm going to show you, Alec is talking about how he's really allergic to cats. He even had to go to the hospital one time, and he asked his wife, we can't, or he didn't ask his wife, he told his wife, we can't have any cats. And guess what? They have 4 cats. Let's watch that clip.
Cats ever. She goes out and buys 4 cats.
I just can't. It's just so unbelievable to me. And you guys, it gets worse. Let's watch the next clip.
And I didn't tell Alec, and so I kept her secret in my bathroom for 11 days.
She got a dog and she kept it in the bathroom for 11 days. She then admits that she would go to the dog when either no one was home or everyone was sleeping. 11 days. This is sick. I did a quick reaction video to this a couple of days ago. I'll link that also in the description of this video. And I have figured out why she did this. That video will be coming out soon, and you are going to want to listen to this because although here she's doing it with a dog, this pattern is something we see all the time in narcissistic and toxic manipulative relationships. So watch out for that. That video should be coming out pretty soon. And as if all of this wasn't wild enough. Oh, okay, wait, let me rewind. So she hides the dog for 11 days and then she brings it out. And Alec is surprised at first, but he doesn't react negatively. And he ends up embracing this dog. What she does next, though, is she goes and gets a second secret dog. Who knows how long this dog was kept in the bathroom? I don't know. But she escalates her behavior in that she shows this dog to Alec in the public eye in front of cameras. She wanted that reaction caught. Now, whether or not she was hoping to get a bad reaction out of him, which I think is what you'll see happens, or if it's that she was hoping that in front of cameras, maybe he wouldn't have a bad reaction and maybe she would be protected. I don't know, but this is definitely an escalation in behavior. Let's watch that clip.
I get another one. He was more mad about the second one, but he really loves Shih Tzus.
So she completely invalidates his anger and says, but it's okay. He really loves Shih Tzus. It's okay that I shocked him on the street with this. I didn't tell him about it. I showed him this massive responsibility surprise in full view of the public in front of cameras, but that's okay. He loves Shih Tzus. It's unbelievable behavior, you guys. Like, oh my gosh, it gets me all worked up. And there is so much to uncover in their relationship, and I think there's so much we can learn about it. With Harry and Meghan, all we've seen is what's on the outside. But with the Baldwins having a reality show, even though they're playing it up for the cameras, we get a secret glimpse inside of things that we ordinarily wouldn't see. Like this story about the dog being kept for 11 days. If it was a story about Harry and Meghan and we saw it in the Daily Mail or People magazine or whatever, we could be like, well, we don't know for 100% that that's true. But this came out of the horse's mouth. This came out of Hillary's mouth. She admits to having the dog in the bathroom for 11 days. It's sick. Well, I'm so sorry to end this Friday video on a note that made me incredibly angry. But in either case, I hope you like this video. I think I'm going to do this every Friday. I'm going to call it Flashback Friday. I'll go through the clips that I have shown on YouTube and X and Instagram that week. And it's just really fun kind of to summarize it. A lot of times when I post these clips as shorts or on X, I don't provide any of my opinion about what I think is going on. I just kind of show everybody and let people come to their own conclusions. But I think this is a good way to do it because you get to hear what I think is happening. And I also would love, to get feedback from all of you if you see the same thing I'm seeing. So if this video was interesting to you, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll know every time I drop a new video. I did a random live stream last week. I just spontaneously came on and it was so great. There were 250 of you that showed up. It was wonderful. And I think if you hit that notification bell, you'll know when I go on live spontaneously and you can join too. I'd love to have you there. I want to thank you all so much for listening. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye, everybody.